Wheels. Here we go. Hey, everybody. This is Tricia Turpenoff. I'm here with my guest today, Sarah Stowell. She is a Medicare specialist, and we are going to talk about the things that you just don't know. So today we're here with hashtag Promote the Good. And so, hello, Miss Sarah. How are you?
Good morning, Tricia. I'm doing well. Thank you.
Yay. I'm so excited to talk to you because I really feel like, well, you know, we've had a couple chats about Medicare, and I'm like, oh my gosh, the things that people just don't know about it. So tell people about what you do and what services you offer.
Sure. So I am an independent insurance broker. I'm licensed in the state of Colorado. And what I do is really threefold. I help people who are just starting their Medicare journey to figure out what the best plan is for them. And what we're always looking for is what is the plan that maximizes their coverage and their benefits and avoids the costly penalties that can come along with not signing up at the right time and not having the right coverage. The second thing that I do is I complimentary annual coverage reviews. So if someone is already in a Medicare plan and they're thinking, oh, is this the right one for me? Things have changed. I look through what they have and see if it still fits their life situation. And then the last thing that I do is I am the local touch point for my clients. If an issue comes up with billing or having a procedure covered and they're having a hard time with the insurance carrier, I can be their local person instead of having to call it a 1-800 number.
Wow. And what do you think what's the biggest thing people are like, oh my gosh, I had no idea?
Well, there's a number of different things. I'm a part of a team of independent brokers called Medicare Mentors, and we, one of the communities that we feel really passionately about working with are veterans, military veterans, their spouses, their widows, and there are what a lot of people don't realize who are in those communities is that there are plans out there that are specifically work really well for them. And it's something that, it's something in addition to what they have with VA healthcare and or TRICARE for life.
Oh, wow.
The other thing people don't realize is how important it is to review your coverage every year. Whether you have a Medicare supplement or a Medigap plan or a Medicare Advantage plan, it's really important to look and see how much am I paying for this, because premiums can change. They go up usually. Right. Also, drug formularies change. So it may be that the prescription that's covered under your plan now isn't going to be covered in the same way or at the same price next year. Right. And sometimes drugs can totally fall off the formularies. So that's really important to sit down with someone you trust to go, does this plan that I'm on still suit me? Is it the best plan for my situation right now? Mm-hmm. And the last thing that people don't realize is that there are things called special enrollment periods. And so, everybody thinks about, the time to get on a Medicare plan is when we start seeing the commercials, Joe Namath and all these people selling Medicare plans. It seems like every commercial is about Medicare, and that's the October 15th through December 7th. But for people who, for example, they move out of the service area of their plan, or they lose their employer coverage, or they change jobs, or they stop working. Or if there's someone who has their prescription benefit covered by the VA or TRICARE for life, they can often enroll in a plan all year round. And people don't realize that.
Wow. What other things are out there about Medicare that you really want people to know that they just don't know?
I think, I want them to know that there are people like me out there to serve them, because this the Medicare journey, it's really quite complicated. And, my clients are brilliant, well-educated, smart people, and yet it's still confusing. And
Right.
so what I tell people is you have this resource out there. Find someone like me to talk with. If you're in the state of Colorado, I'd be happy to sit down with you. And the awesome thing is that all of my services are complimentary, no cost to the client.
That's
so
amazing.
it really behooves somebody to sit down and have a conversation.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, yeah, I just think what you do is amazing, Sarah. And why did you choose this? I mean, you're working with seniors, and what makes you do what you do? What drives you?
What drives me? I am really passionate about helping people figure out complicated systems and really being their trusted advisor through the process. My background, I was a crime victim advocate at the prosecutor's office in Tacoma, Washington. And I helped people through the criminal justice process.
Right.
I was also in real estate for quite some time, and I helped people through that complicated process. Right. And I just love being the trusted advisor.
That's awesome.
I believe really strongly that people just don't need to go through this alone.
Right.
Like I said, I could build a deck on my own. I could figure it out, but it would take me a long time. And in the same way, if you, for example, you have a heart problem, you don't go to your general practitioner, you go to a cardiologist. Why? Because they do this every day. And so I just love being that trusted advisor and helping people through this process.
That's awesome. And are people suspect until you're like, this is complimentary?
Absolutely. People are surprised. They ask us all the time, well, how much does it cost? And I say, doesn't cost you anything. We get paid by the insurance carriers. And so my clients pay nothing to sit down with me, to talk on the phone. And that's the other thing, during this time of COVID, I can do everything by Zoom, by phone. It can be all online.
That's awesome. Well, and I bet since you're dealing with people who are 65 and over, obviously that makes them feel really comfortable.
Absolutely.
Wow. Yep. I just think what you do is amazing. And so for our viewers, what kind of challenge and action would you like them to take?
Well, if you're turning 65, or someone who's soon turning 65, or if you just want to sit down and look at whatever plan you're already on, I would love for you to give me a call. Give me a call, send me an email so that we can sit down and really look at what you've got and find the right plan for you.
That's awesome. And any last word you've got? Any words of wisdom you'd like to put out there?
Ooh.
I'm sorry, I put you on the spot.
My feeling is people worked really hard to get to this time in their lives, and they've got lots going on. Let me take this one thing off your plate, sit down with you, and give you a bit of peace of mind about your Medicare choices.
That's awesome. Thank you so much, Sarah, for being our guest. I love everything you didn't know. I hope this illuminates the Medicare industry for people. And I hope everybody, I'm going to put your number up again. And of course, all of Sarah's information is in the chat. You can go like her Facebook page. I've got her Gmail account up there and her phone number. And so please call upon her because, any of us that before I started talking to Sarah about Medicare, I felt the same way. Now I'm a little ways off from that, but oh my goodness, when we started talking, my mind was swirling. And now it's been so exciting to talk to Sarah because I know more every time I talk to her. And so I hope you're doing this when I turn 65, Sarah, because you're my gal.
Absolutely. I'll be there for you, Tricia.
Awesome.
Thank you so much for having me.
Right.
Bye.
Bye, guys.